Sayyid Ali's father, is Sheikh Hussain. His father's name, His Excellency Gabs. His Holiness Sheikh is dead in head navy, was in Damascus at that time. Especially the Sheikh, Sayyid Ali's father, Hazrat Gabs, is also a disciple there. Look, he's married and has children. He says it takes 2 months to get from Damascus to Turkey at that time. The border is full of mines. There's always the danger of stepping on one. His Sheikh says, look, it's as if he still knows his house. For them it's nothing special. He says, in your room. From the bookshelf, for example, he says, go on, bring me that book on the 5th shelf, second from the left, my child. As you command, my Sultan, says His Excellency Gabs. He crosses those mine-laden paths in that state. He comes through all sorts of hardships. Peace be upon you. He takes the book. He has a wife. He has children. If it were us, right? They've come, let's spend a few days together with your family, your children. Look at how he answers the question. And then, all right, may God protect you. He takes the book and brings it to his Sheikh. His Sheikh is dead in his navy, says, my child, you traveled for 2 months there, 2 months back, 4 months. You've been longing for your wife and children for all those months. Just a few days, he says, why didn't you stay? He asks. He replies, but you didn't tell me to stay, my Sultan. You told me to take the book and come back. So I took it and came back. He says, look, he ended up sitting in his Sheikh's seat. He has sons too, and now he is both continuing the lodge, and the spiritual secret has been passed on to him. They are continuing as well, but that's another matter. Look, we keep telling and telling, till we say, yet even that wears us out. Look, Mahmud Sami Ramazanolu, Hazrat Rizo Sultans never hurt the person in front of them. Just look, man, what am I saying? If you were to say, what do you mean, what's better than this? That's where you'd be finished. But look, he just keeps listening to you with a smile. For example, they were going to go on pilgrimage and they were well off at the time. For instance, they would bring food from here. For example, things like cheese and other breakfast foods aren't available there. Years ago, in 84, the Blessed One passed away. Back then, they would say, sir, we've secured a burial place for you in Ayub Sultan, and so on. Your heart is drawn there. He would say, my heart is drawn to the Messenger of Allah. And then he went and passed away in Medina. He became a guest of our Prophet. For example, 3 wealthy disciples would come. They would say, my Sultan Mustafa. They'd say, I've arranged the pilgrimage. And then he will stay at this hotel. He is going at this time. Our plane tickets are ready and so on. Look at the manners he had. This is how one becomes a Sultan. Look, how did Hazrat Gabs take his Sheikh's seat? See, he longed for it. He says, if you had let us stay at your house, but instead you told me to bring a book, I took it and brought it. Well, that well is what finishes us off. Look, I'm still saying it, and the good ones are still continuing. Let's see then. All right, my child, he says, thank you, Mustafa, he says. After that, Mr. Swat comes, he says, my Sultan, I've arranged the pilgrimage, and so on. He's going with the organization. So our plane tickets are ready and he'll stay at the hotel and so on. Thank you, Mr. Swat. He says, may Allah be pleased with you. Look at that, Mustafa. He doesn't say, why did you get involved in this? He doesn't hurt anyone. The brother-in-law comes, my Sultan. He also mentions a completely unrelated hotel. He says, I'll go with Mr. Orhan's company. the plane tickets are ready, our hotel is over there. Thank you, my child, he says. People are surprised. 3 people took everything. He says, thank you to all 3. The plane is in no condition to go. A week later, he says, Mustafa came. My Sultan, I apologize. Our hotel reservation was cancelled, plane tickets and stuff. He says, I hope you're all right. He says, thank you, my child. Look at this. A week later, Mr. Swat comes. My Sultan, the situation is like this and that. It's all right, as long as you're okay. Thank you. Brother-in-law comes. My Sultan, nothing has changed with us. We're going, God willing. Look at this. Thank you. 6 thank yous, 1 truth. No one gets hurt. Brother-in-law Mustafa, he went and came right away. He arranged everything. He doesn't say, where did you come from? Look, he knows. Spiritually, they have taken on something beautiful for the sake of service. Do you see what's happening, my dear? When my mind gets overwhelmed, I just say, wow, unbelievable. I just couldn't foresee things would come to this point. But your Sheikh foresees it. There's a difference with your Sheikh, my dear. Otherwise, why would you need a Sheikh?